You've probably felt that tight knot in your stomach when your manager drops by your desk and asks, "Do you have a minute?" Even though you're doing all your work, there's this nagging feeling that maybe you should be doing more. The modern workplace has created this strange paradox where we're expected to work like machines while maintaining our humanity. The truth is, most of us are hired to fill a specific role with clearly defined responsibilities. But somewhere along the way, the concept of going above and beyond became the unspoken expectation rather than the exception. This shift has left many of us exhausted, burned out, and questioning our worth. Greg McKeown, author of Essentialism, calls this the undisciplined pursuit of more. We take on extra projects, stay late, and check emails on weekends, not because our job requires it, but because we fear being seen as lazy or uncommitted. Think about the last time you left work on time. Did you feel a twinge of guilt? Did you glance around to see who was watching you pack up your things? This isn't normal. This is what psychologists call internalized capitalism, where we've absorbed the idea that our value is tied to our productivity. Researchers at Stanford found that productivity actually decreases after 50 hours of work per week and drops dramatically after 55 hours. So when you stay late to show dedication, you're likely producing lower quality work while sacrificing your well-being. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, explains that true productivity isn't about time spent, but value created. This means you can actually do less and achieve more if you focus on the right things. Let's be clear, doing your job well is not the same as overworking. You can meet all your responsibilities without the extra stress of unnecessary overachievement. The key is setting boundaries while maintaining quality work. Start by understanding your actual job description. Pull out that document from when you were hired. What are you actually paid to do? Many of us gradually take on tasks that were never part of our original agreement. This job creep happens so slowly we barely notice it. One client I worked with discovered that nearly 40% of her daily tasks weren't in her job description. When she scaled back to focus on her core responsibilities, she not only reclaimed hours of her week but actually improved her performance reviews. Her manager appreciated her increased excellence in priority areas. Next, master the art of strategic visibility. This isn't about deceiving anyone, it's about ensuring your contributions are appropriately recognized. Send status updates at key times, speak up in meetings about your completed work, and document your accomplishments. Ryan Holiday touches on this concept in The Obstacle is the Way, when he writes about focusing energy where it matters most. Your goal isn't to be seen as busy, but to be recognized for your results. Learn to say no effectively. When asked to take on extra work, respond with something like, "I'd be happy to help with that. Currently I'm focused on current priorities. Would you like me to put those on hold to work on this new project?" This response highlights the trade-offs and forces a conscious decision rather than an automatic pillion of responsibilities. Psychologist Adam Grant notes that healthy boundaries actually make you more valuable, not less. By protecting your time and energy, you ensure the work you do delivers your best. Practice productive disengagement, the art of mentally and emotionally detaching from work during non-work hours. This isn't just good for you, it's essential for sustained performance. Studies show that recovery periods improve cognition and creativity. When you fully disconnect, you return to work more effective than the colleague who stayed connected all weekend. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "If you seek tranquility, do less." He wasn't advocating laziness but suggesting that by eliminating unnecessary activity, we can focus on what truly matters. This ancient wisdom applies perfectly to our modern workplace dilemma. The most counterintuitive strategy might be the most effective: become genuinely excellent at your core responsibilities. When you deliver exceptional results in your actual job functions, minor deviations from the always busy appearance become irrelevant. Results speak louder than perception. A software developer I advised was worried about not seeming dedicated enough because he left at 5 p.m. while colleagues stayed until 7 p.m. Yet his code had fewer bugs and met more deadlines than anyone else's. When his manager conducted performance reviews, guess who got the highest rating? Quality trumped optics. Understand the psychological concept of impression management. We're all managing how others perceive us. Your goal is to be seen as competent and professional, not necessarily as the hardest worker. Research shows that perceptions of competence are more valuable for career advancement than perceptions of effort. Adopt what I call visible reliability rather than visible overwork. Being consistently dependable with your commitments builds more career capital than occasional heroic efforts. When you say you'll do something by Thursday, deliver it by Thursday. This reliability becomes your professional reputation, making how many hours you work largely irrelevant. Finally, remember that doing less doesn't mean caring less. It means caring intelligently. Care enough about your work to do it well. Care enough about yourself to maintain boundaries. And care enough about your organization to contribute sustainable value rather than unsustainable effort. The workplace will always pressure you to do more. That's its nature. Your responsibility is to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. As philosopher Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." By focusing on your actual responsibilities, delivering quality work, and maintaining appropriate boundaries, you can fulfill your professional obligations without sacrificing your well-being. And perhaps most importantly, you can do so without being labeled as lazy or uncommitted. The path to doing less while maintaining respect isn't about shortcuts, it's about intentionality. Start today by reviewing your actual job description. Identify what truly matters in your role. Then have the courage to excel at those things while gracefully declining the rest. Your future self will thank you, and chances are your organization will benefit as well.